I currently am living in Oceanside, California, but I work both in Oceanside and my hometown of Añasco, Puerto Rico. I would say that I am a multimedia artist. I have been working with my family for a couple years now. We collaborate. I just kind of make videos of our interactions when we're together, like where we are, like the dynamics that form. Mostly I focus on my grandparents' living room because that's where I was raised and who I was raised by. So I see that as like the center of my universe in a way. The work that I have been doing at BMIS is concerned with settler colonialism that is always active, but within the past years after the Hurricane Maria has been a lot more active with crypto colonizers or people that are just kind of moving to Puerto Rico to like quote like help economical issues, but then just kind of stay and like there's a lot of displacement. What are the effects of this on the people that I'm close to? Settler people have been expanding throughout the island and it's not necessarily in a metropolitan area anymore. I think a lot about like what I have in relationship to me being away, how things change every time I'm there, and like if what is going to be left every time I go back, like there's always something less. Here in Omaha, BMIS, I went to the plant store and I saw like an excess of ferns, and they're kind of labeled, some of them were labeled like tropical foliage. And I was really interested in that because they kind of just grow without any direction in the island. And that's how I got interested in like working with ferns while I'm here. And then I was learning more about ferns and sort of like the queerness of plants and how they multiply, how they gendered or non-gendered. They're really smart too, so I guess I try to learn from them. They're just in landscape related to, you know, a tropical island, and also they just give me like a sort of proximity or connection. In like a weird way, I feel like I learn about myself through learning about the plants. Our family collaborations take many different forms, like care packages where I receive like snacks and things that are like related to like either my hometown or like even like things that my grandparents or my grandma or my mom can find in the house that they think I'll like. You know, we communicate a lot through Facebook video, WhatsApp, or texting, and there's a lot of like media being sent back and forth. They'll send me something and I'll send them something and respond, and then they'll send me something else, and either becomes part of the work or is just kind of a still for something that I can later make a video of, a photograph, or incorporate in the work. The tile piece started with myself creating kind of these like foam forms of breeze blocks or adorned concrete blocks that I either grew up around, like in school or even like offices and our home. I just kind of wanted to create like a sort of an emotional connection through just an architectural form. What better way to like create like a stamp and use some of the soil that I have collected with time. The color is like very unique. The soil in Puerto Rico is very almost like red. It's called barro, which is like clay. I wasn't really sure where or how to put it because usually it'll be like on a wall, it'll be a wall. But I just started kind of testing it out and making the floor print. I think a lot of people make like a connection to a specific space or place and time, and that's really important to me. And then in relationship to the video gives them a little bit more context about like where this could be. And that's usually how I work. Like with multimedia, I'm very interested in sort of like video, like digital, everything, but then I like working with more organic and like analog materials, like just like making dirt. I feel like that's like probably my favorite, to just kind of like play in mud. I used to do it as a kid. My grandparents would always be like, you can play in it, but you can't sit in it. And so I guess like now I do it as an adult.